Go into any shopping centre and you will see a lot of fat, overweight people. Why? In our modern food system there are deficiencies, trace minerals, but particularly the microbes which control our bodies, which react by going into emergency mode, saying store more food. Our food system is incrementally collapsing, and when the food system collapses, the compassionate civilization we all want also collapses. Look at the violence around the world, not just between countries, but within countries. Our pleasant, compassionate, civilized society, based on cooperation, is replaced by one of individuals fighting for survival, with aggression replacing compassion with cooperation. It is in everyone's interest to ensure that all people have food that satisfies. Food cravings stemming from our modern food system's failure to satisfy are the curse of our generation. It may be profitable for the food industry, but it is very bad for society. You need a healthy gut with a broad spectrum of beneficial microbes if you want to live a long and healthy life, free of the modern epidemic of non-infectious diseases, which is a symptom of a bigger cause, failure within our food system. Where should these beneficial microbes come from? From our food. Sadly, our modern food system may be full of energy food, but is sterile. Synthetic food, triple wrapped in plastics, so it does not supply the beneficial microbes. You can't buy beneficial microbes from the supermarket. They die quickly. If you have a garden, then you can grow food teeming with beneficial microbes. You may have to abort having a garden looking like a regimental parade ground and grow wild to breed beneficial microbes. But what if you have no garden or even growing skills? This is easily solved. Let me show you how. It is easy. Microbes breed like crazy, but there are also harmful microbes which also breed like crazy. However, the beneficial microbes need a magic combination of food, water and air. Get the conditions right and the beneficial microbes will outcompete and outbreed the harmful microbes. You need 2 nesting boxes of about 20 litres, not too heavy to lift. Drill a hole, at least 15 millimetres at one end in one box and at the opposite end of the other box. Put a piece of dishwasher cloth over the hole in the bottom box to act as a filter. Place some organic waste in the bottom box along with our starter or inoculation kit. Put the top box in place, fill with potting mix, sprinkle some of our seed mix on the surface of the soil and cover with more potting mix. Our seed mix contained over 20 different species which exude specific nutrients from their roots, which feed a broad spectrum of microbes. That makes sure the beneficial microbes will be well fed. Now comes the critical part, getting the right balance of air and water, what we call the Goldilocks moisture, so the beneficial microbes outcompete the harmful microbes. You need to apply enough water to flood the surface layer. The first time this will take about 10 litres, but later 5 litres should be sufficient. But you need to apply enough water so some flows out of the drain hole in the bottom box. This forms a wave of water travelling down through the box, which will expel the stale air. You may see little bubbles bubbling away. But as the water flows down through the boxes, it will suck fresh air back into the soil. You must apply enough water so that water flows out of the bottom box. You must catch this as it contains the beneficial microbes. This is critical. Next time you irrigate, which you need to do at least twice a week, take the water that you have caught and dilute down to make enough to create this flood and flush action and water over the plants. I say water, but actually a better name is soil blood, as it does the same job as our blood, transfer nutrients and air. When the plants have grown, just trim the top of the plants and eat the tips. You can just eat, make into a smoothie or sprinkle onto your food, but eat after picking because the microbes will start to die. They taste much better fresh anyway. When you have more waste, lift the top box and put onto the bottom box. In our seed mix, some plants grow old and tough quickly, while others are slower growing. Before the plants get old and tough, Pull them out and put into the bottom box. You can mix up some potting mix and our seed mix so there are always fresh plants growing. Think of how plants grow naturally. There are always some dead plants rotting away while other young plants are germinating. It is a formula which has worked well for the last billion years, until we thought we knew better and grew our food in a monoculture relying on chemicals. Now we pay the price with an epidemic of chronic diseases, obesity, diabetes, heart attacks and dementia, all because we don't feed the beneficial microbes in our gut. It is easy to fix. Want to learn more? Go to my website gbiota.com.